Yes?
My lord, the geometric artist PETER-HUGO MCCLURE is here for the 3 o'clock appointment.
Ah, good, yes, yes. Do send him in.
Lord James Shackleton, the Earl of Kensington.
Oh, yes. How do you do?
Pleasure to meet you. I've brought some recent pictures, and all I need is a pair of scissors.
Ah, yes, yes. Well, do sit yourself down.
Thanks.
One moment. Yes, hello, Robert. Can you send a pair of scissors, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. The scissors will become very directly. Yes. So, hello? Ah, good. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, there's your scissors.
Great, thanks very much.
Yes, it's very good of you to...
Now there's well, some you may have seen in previous exhibitions, but most of them are fairly recent. Mess here. Well, this is a picture, I don't know if you've seen it before, but I call it extraterrestrial, and it's a bit quite primitive. It's actually painted with crushed rock, and the colour's a bit earthy. But this is something, you know, it could have been painted by a Neanderthal, but I like to think it's trying to appeal to an intelligence that may even be extraterrestrial. You know, mathematics is the greatest communicator, especially with extraterrestrials that have brains. Anyway, that's one. So I don't know where I put these. I'll put them over there.
I'll put them over there on the...
Number two. This is a picture I did quite a few years ago, actually. Top.
Yes, that's a nice colourful one, isn't it?
Yeah, I call it overlay. For obvious reasons. It's primary colours overlay each other and form secondary colours. And the proportions of the rectangle are, I think, are golden rectangles, and all these smaller rectangles are also golden rectangles. So it's basically homage to the golden rectangle. Right.
Yes, very nice.
Number two. Number three. Well, this I did in New Zealand a few years ago. I'll call it. Have you seen that before? I call it Shield for want of a title, and when I did it I was thinking of Papua New Guinea traditional painting. No, they're not paintings, they're actually shields, and they use them in battle, and they're so colourful that if you've got an opposing enemy, he'll be there admiring your shield instead of killing you. So it's not only physical protection, in fact, protection from somebody's will to kill. Well, that's good. Very small. And it's painted with a stippling brush, and it's the only picture I have done with a stippling brush. Except when I was a kid, in the last 30 odd years. So it's Shield. Yep. And where I've been living in New Zealand, there's lots of Maoris and a lot of militant Maoris. And I suppose I picked up something from them as well, with regard to the warrior spirit. This one I did originally call the yellow subliminal cross. So you can imagine there's a yellow. This is also a mixture of overlay of colours. You can imagine a yellow cross, then a blue band, and a red band, and they're the colours you generate. Very simple idea, but I still think of it as almost a Christian image. You know?
That's very nice. Very...
The subliminal yellow cross. And yellow's sacred in Buddhist faith as well. So you can play around with images that are actually subliminal. You're not actually conscious of what you're perceiving.
It's a nice colourful one, yes. I like the style of that. Yeah.
And here we have pictures entitled Puzzle. A few years ago I did. And that's...
Oh, that's very nice. I do like that.
So it's a puzzle that's based up of
nice.
I don't know, six squares. There's a maximum number of shapes you can generate using 6 squares. and they all happen to fit into a given rectangle.
It looks like you've done like marquetry or some sort.
Yeah, like just painted.
It's very nicely done, very colourful. I do like that.
Anyway, I've done a series of puzzles, and that's just one of the few. Anyway, and there's a few screen prints that you might be interested in, because that's another medium. You know, some people actually do reproductions of paintings. These are original screen prints, and they're very small print runs. And these are a few years old.
Well, that's very futuristic, isn't it?
Well, I call it mandala, and I took some of these to New Zealand, and I was told it's very sympathetic, because the Maori flag is actually blue, white and red. And this was actually, I was thinking of donating one of these pieces, and even the copyright I offered to give to the local Maori community, because they thought it was so sympathetic with their culture, and this is like gospel. And it was going to be entitled, what was the term for it? Forever and ever, forever. Aka, aka, aka. And that's the Maori word for ever, forever, forever. Because this is sort of like something that goes on to infinity. See, the Maori language, like other South Sea Island languages, if something's big, or very big, that they double the word, it becomes bigger. You know, aka might be big, but if it's aka, 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 it goes on forever. Right? It's, and they have the same, they do the same things in Samoa. They double the word, like we've got tree, it's a big tree. Tree.
Well, that's nice.
Anyway, the image, I didn't know what the title was going to be, but somebody said it looks like the Buddha meditating, so I call it the Buddha, a colourful Buddha. Because it could, because if somebody's meditating, they make almost like a triangular shape. It's sitting cross-legged, whatever. So that's my Buddha.
Very nicely done.
The other screen prints. Well, this one is called Equity. And, you know, I mean, when I did it, I was actually thinking of the term equity in, with the meaning of fair play. There's all these colours. I was trying to paint all of the, they're not
and that's a print, is it?
It's a screen print. My editions are quite small. And so that's called Equity.
And what was it, the limited
edition? Yeah, 25. And each colour is printed separately, so you get about eight screens to make that. Or maybe nothing more really. So it's not like a litho print, which you've only got four colours. It's got 8 or 9 colours, are each printed separately.
And the gold background sets it off a bit, doesn't it?
Well, see, some artists paint pictures and they reproduce them. That is not a reproduction, it's only existed in that form. And that's another one. I haven't done any recently. That's without a title. I'll bring that one. Doesn't really matter which way to go. So this one. Anyway, it's another geometric pattern. I can't remember what I called it, overlay of some sort. But I've been told that my pictures are too busy. I should simplify, like paint that huge, like 2 meters by 2 meters, and there'll be a market for it. I said, well, then you've got, if that's the case, then you've got another 8 pictures for nothing, haven't you?
You have, yes.
So that's all I've got carrying with me at present.
Right, yes.
I've got a lot more stock in my studio. So,
can I have a look at that one, the one behind glass again? Yeah, that one, yes, I do like that one.
That's the puzzle.
And how much is this one?
No, 1800, 2000, 1800.
That seems quite fair, yes.
Well, it's quite labour intensive,
yes,
quite
of course.
original. As I said recently,
And
in New Zealand, even an artist has to live.
Of course, yes. Would that be for sale today?
Yes, yes. Well, anything I've got carrying, it's for sale.
I do like that one. Yes, I think I'll take that one. If I may.
Yeah, that's yours. Give me a cheque and I'll leave it with you.
Yes, I'll get Robert to get my checkbook. And
That's a deal. 1800. What was it? 1800.
1800. Yes, that sounds quite
Shaking
good.
it?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
That's wonderful. I'm very happy at that.
I'll keep
I
you
think that'll
alive.
go
Keep
nicely
me
on my
alive for a few
wall.
months.
Yes.
Go back to New Zealand and chase the old Maori ladies.
Well, that's marvellous. And I'll get Robert to help you with your paintings. One moment, I'll just get Robert to get my checkbook and help you with your paintings. Hello, Robert. Can you come down here a moment? And can you collect my checkbook and pen from my study, please? Thank you. That's very good. All right, come in. Ah, thank you, Robert.
Checkbooks.
Thank you. Look at that. I've just bought that for a very reasonable price of £1,800.
Oh, that's very nice. So you now have a PETER-HUGO MCCLURE original for the price of a Damien Hirst print.
I certainly do. Now then.
Cheque paid to PETER-HUGO MCCLURE.
That's what we will do. That's very good.